In this review of Air France's business class lounges in Charles de Gaulle Airport, you're gonna find me scraping the bottom of the barrel for some basic nourishment.
Little bit of potato off the bottom.
Offering 15 euros to a random passerby, and also experiencing some really authentic French cheeses. So hit the like button and let's begin with landing in Paris. After the god-awful Delta One business class, which you can check out the review on the top right here, I was dropped off at Paris Charles de Gulle Airport 2 hours late. And upon getting off the airplane, I was greeted with a rather not so pleasant surprise.
I'm going to Budapest.
Going to Budapest?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to change your flight.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna miss it, right?
You're gonna miss this one, so you have to...
And since I missed my connection and the next flight is 7 hours later, I had plenty of time here in Paris. And the silver lining turned out to be the surprise episode of my review of the best lounges Air France has on offer, both on the Schengen side as well as the non-Schengen side.
Well, let's first check out Air France Lounge in Terminal 2E, Hall L. Yeah, it sounds really weird. All of the names are really complicated. I don't know why. Wow. This lounge is gorgeous. It's beautiful, but I don't know if it's French. Let me show you around.
While the large empty spaces and hallways are relatively well decorated, it just screams as an empty concept that is devoid of any practical usage. I mean, just look at these two chairs in the middle of a large hallway junction. Who wants to come sit here and lose all of your privacy when you are supposed to be in an exclusive lounge? And moving on to the main area, you can see that all of these chairs and sofas seem to be completely out of style for France. Instead of the luxurious status of the country that invented the word bourgeoisie, all of these colors and simple materials screams some form of Nordic simplicity. And not to mention, all of them look like they are sourced directly from the largest IKEA ripoff they can find in France, that is used to trick rich people into laundering money. And unlike its counterpart KLM's Crown Lounge, which I have reviewed and linked on the top right here, there is no display that shows the history of one of the oldest airlines in the entire world, that is Air France. But there are indeed quite a few of these glass cases which has all kinds of interesting memorabilia, but they are only here because you can purchase them for an outrageous price. Yeah, I mean, every single thing you can see here on display can be purchased with your hard-earned cash, because nothing is not worth commercializing, even your legacy and memories. And on the other hand, some other display cases with dubious usage to begin with are sitting completely empty. But at least there is a purpose of the screen next to it, as it is jammed full of all kinds of advertisements for the biggest corporations all around the world. I mean, these small mom and pops businesses like Google and Amazon definitely needed Air France's help to publicize their services. And the main display art of the entire lounge, or even the crown jewel as one may call it, is this inverted light tube fountain that is some kind of really weird art display. While it is really beautiful, it is neither luxurious nor French. For example, Qatar Airways really likes to flaunt its wealth, so they installed a full fountain with lights, complete with a pond in the middle of their lounge. And this thing behind me cannot even remotely compare to it. But the saving grace of this lounge has to be its food. Air France does offer a really good selection of all kinds of food, ranging from an old-fashioned vegetable soup to this traditional French potato dish that I do not even dare to pronounce, a bit of a slightly less appetizing fish, to the Frenchest dish of them all, some steamed rice. Oh, also, there seems to be some kind of a quiche, but I had never seen it during my 4-hour stay there because they were too lazy to replenish it. On the cold dish side, the lounge is surprisingly well stocked. Here on the left, we have different kinds of smoothies, yogurts, as well as other healthy snacks. And on the right, we have the typical calorie bombs, such as flan and muffins. And since it is France after all, it has a very wide selection of all kinds of bread and croissants, coupled with some very interesting specialties of cheese, as well as this kind of bread that is made of scallops. Now this is a proper weird French bourgeoisie food. And as for the cold cuts, it features my favorite dish before embarking on every single long-haul flight in the business class: fresh pickled herrings. I don't know who came up with this idea, but you sure are gonna smell nice during the entire flight. The alcohol selection is also very healthy, with a decent selection of heavy liquor and spirits, all the way into a really nice Joseph Perrier champagne, as well as a good 2017 vintage for the red wine, and of course, let's not forget the white wine as well. This is France after all. They may skimp out on decorations and practicality, and they may charge you €9 to get a specially branded water bottle, but they will never cheap out on the wine selection. And there is truly never a more French experience than this. So after trying to scavenge the last tiny bits of potato as well as other carb-heavy dishes, I finally managed to assemble a decent meal.
And yes, my favorite French cuisine. Missing hot noodles, Asian blast. Oh, look at that nursery. Oh, just a little kid's drawing of Air France. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, but Augustine, you need to work on your airplane a little bit.
And upon concluding that, it is time for me to check out the impressive shower lounge that Air France has on offer.
Fresh towels, nice clean counter, big mirror. Wow. And look at this light. Wow, look at this, so cool. The dispensers are just built into the mirror. Oh, some soap. Oh, the water comes out. Oh, this is dark magic. And oh, what do we have here? Air France branded shaving kit. Dental kit that comes in 17 languages. Deodorant wipe, Air France branded. It's kind of comb. And whatever this is. A poncho? And what is this? Oh yes, the telephone, right? Big sound. Hello? Hello, hello? The throne. An actually nice shower suite with chairs as well. Wow, this is gorgeous. Yeah, I've only seen this nice kind of shower suite in first class lounges. This was beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take a shower. There's also sauna as well, but due to COVID, it's not open. And I heard that it's pretty nice. But I'm not sure about sharing one sauna room with a few strangers when you're completely naked.
One pair of pants later.
Well, after the shower, it is finally time to move on to the next lounge. I'm gonna cross into Schengen area and then check out what Air France has on offer on the other side of the border. And on the way, I'll give out the €15 voucher that the airlines have given me, because for me there's no use. You can only buy food with it, and I have unlimited amount of food in the lounges. Let's see which one will be the happy and lucky person today, get free €15. Bonsoir, excuse me. Do you want this voucher? I have got a voucher from the airline, €15, but I don't need it. I need to board soon. Do you want it? You can use it at restaurants. Yeah, it's €15.
Don't use it?
No, I don't need it. Yeah, I'm going to fly soon, so you take it.
Despite the fact that I did not even know if the voucher would work since it had my name printed on it, and I doubt my super Asian name will pass for this white guy and his kid, I felt significantly better on my way towards the next business lounge, knowing that I had done everything I physically can to help the less fortunate. And allow me to present you Air France's newest Schengen Lounge in Terminal 2F. Known as one of the best lounges they have ever had on offer, it was absolutely massive. The first thing you see once you cross the door is a large baggage storing area. And next to it, you will see a nice, large, well-lit display case with all of the goodies that you can buy with your cash, just like the international side. But once you truly get inside, you will see that the difference is significant. You will see that the decor of this one is much more elegant, and may I say much more French? Besides a lot of really well-placed lighting that calms you with their soft light, there is also a much better management of compartmentalization of all of the areas. All of the seats are designed with much better attention paid in the details, as well as with privacy in the mind. and the general ambiance feels more homey and exudes much less of that Nordic simplicity of IKEA furnitures. And on the food and beverage side, what surprised me is that almost all of the options offered in the best lounge in the non-Schengen area is also replicated here. Generally, a lot of the airlines will try to offer much more premium food and beverages in their non-Schengen long-haul international lounges, but apparently for Air France, this distinction does not exist. Not only did I find every single kind of cold cut, bread, hot food, and others that are offered in the international side, I also found quite a few smaller dishes that are not offered on the international side at all. This short-haul lounge that serves flights as short as Strasbourg that is only 40 minutes away is a significant improvement over the international one in almost every single regard. And that is a first in my lounge hopping experiences. To the edge of the first floor is also a bar that is surprisingly empty given the fact that COVID restriction was still in place while filming this video, so they decided to stuff it to the brink with all kinds of small snacks and wine, and apparently also a display of all of the food you could have got if someone was there to serve you, even though the bar was consistently unstaffed the entire time. And turning around in the atrium, that is where the most photogenic shot of the entire lounge has to be. This is the gorgeous glass dome that have overshadowed the entire area. And I bet during the day, the ample sunlight pouring through the windows must be a sight to behold. If this lounge is not costing thousands of dollars, I can guarantee you that instead of these middle-aged white bankers sitting on the seats, you will definitely see hundreds of Instagram models trying so hard to push out their buttocks and bottoms in order to pose for the perfect shot. And with that thought, we ascended onto the second floor. But the upper deck also features quite a lot of really interesting items that are not even offered on the international side, such as this spa treatment center that is branded with Clarence. Of course, you need to pay extra in order to do any massages here, but it was quite a surprise to see even a branded massage parlor featured in this lounge. And next to it, you can also find the quiet area where you can lie down in probably the most comfortable seats I've seen in the entire terminal. And with snoozing positions like this, even a 10-hour transit will become a breeze. And finally, we'll move on to the end of the line where all of the shower suites are located. These shower suites are slightly smaller than the one I had on the international side, but it is still extremely impressive for a short-haul flight lounge to even feature these shower suites to begin with. So I am absolutely floored with Air France for what they are providing to its narrow-body passengers flying to Amsterdam, London, or Barcelona. This is practically the best short-haul lounge I have ever seen in the entire world, and I have to say those businessmen based in Paris are truly enjoying the high life. So after munching all of the food all over again, it is time for me to board my flight towards Budapest. The night has already fallen and I have already got very drunk. The business class seats on this A320 is just a regular economy seat, which was quite a juxtaposition coming off such a luxurious lounge. And there were only 4 business class seats available in one row, so there was really nothing much to talk about. After takeoff, I was also served a decent meal with all of the French traditions such as a very stinky piece of cheese. The menu says it is camembert, but I have never smelled anything like this before. And this dramatic day ended officially with me landing in Budapest. Please check out my vlog on the top right in order to figure out why I like this city. And as for the next stop, a few days later, I hopped onto my flight towards Riga, Latvia to see an old friend, which was a breezy 15 degrees Celsius. Wait, what? There's a negative sign in front of it? Oh no. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Welcome to rainy, miserable Budapest. If you like this video, please consider clicking the like button. And then if you want to subscribe, please do so. It'll make me very happy. It will make walking through the rain and midnight in Budapest all worth it. If you want to see similar videos, click around me for the business class trip playlist or other crazy trips in this adventure. I'll see you soon.